Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be how much do I spend in London living as an international student in 2024. Now London is one of the most expensive cities to live in, so I'm gonna break down each and every cost for you. And before we get started, just want to say one thing. I do not ask my parents for money, so my parents do not pay for any of this stuff. Now that that's sorted, let's get started with this video. See, the biggest expense while you're living in London apart from your tuition fees is the rent. So I pay £1,525 for my rent every month. So a lot of people get confused thinking that's like per year. No, it's per month. The apartment that I live in is inclusive of all the bills. Now, if you do not live in an apartment which is inclusive of all the bills, then you have to pay a separate council tax each year, which if you're a student, you're exempted from paying council tax, but once you graduate, you'll have to pay council tax, which comes as approx £1,000 per year. Now this is like a fixed fee which you have to pay, either like you can pay it monthly, or I guess you can pay it all at one go. I'm not really sure about that part. Before we move on to the next expense, if you're dreaming of a career abroad in the field of computer science, business, artificial intelligence, or any other field, but you're not sure where to start, then let me introduce you to Acadfly from the most trusted edtech company in India, PhysicsWala, your pathway to a successful education journey abroad. On Acadfly, they make your dreams of studying abroad a reality. With Acadfly, you can get personalized guidance tailored according to your aspirations and goals. Not only that, they also have a global icon scholarships worth $50,000 for their students. With their support, your study abroad application journey will be stress-free and effortless. You can discover endless opportunities in countries like USA, UK, Canada, Australia, and more, and experience world-class education in excellent universities. At Acadfly, they help you choose the universities based on your preferences and your budget. And their experienced team ensures that you navigate through the entire admissions process smoothly. Graduate as a skilled and confident professional ready to make a difference in the world. Do not let your dreams wait any longer. I have provided a link in the description where you can fill out your contact details, and someone from the amazing Acadfly counseling team will reach out to you to help you make that first step towards your study abroad journey. Now, I'd say the second biggest cost living in the UK as a student is the transport. So TFL is, I'd say, expensive fairly compared to other cities in other countries. So everywhere I've been in, like all the countries, the most expensive city I've been in, I think, is London. Obviously, I've not been to New York yet, that's why. You can get an Oyster card, which is basically like a card which you can tap. It works in Tube, it works in trains, it works on buses, trams, basically works anywhere, and it's like a £7 card. When I got it, it was £7. Or you can just use your normal debit card. You can just use your contactless, so you can just pay through your phone as well. You just have your card on here on Apple Pay, and you can pay directly through it. Now that entire transport costs me around £300 to £400 per month. This was when I went to university like 5 days a week, so I went like 4 days a week. I went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And if you're going and my university is like a little far from my house as well, so I'd say it cost me this much. That if your university is near, you're living in a dorm, it might cost less or nothing at all, given you're just like walking for 20 minutes. So it totally depends on your situation, but this is how much I spend. And this is also including the rail card fare. So what's there is you can combine your Oyster card with your rail card. So I got the youth rail card, which is like the 18 to 24 youth rail card. Once you get that, you get 30% off everything on transport in off-peak hours. Now there's peak hours in London and off-peak hours. Okay. So if you're traveling between 4:30 to 9:30 a.m. Monday to Thursday in the morning, and 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the evenings on Monday to Thursday, London zones 1 to 9, you'll get charged you'll get charged peak fares, which is more expensive when compared to the off-peak. If you're not traveling during these times, you get a 30% off if you combine your Oyster card with your rail card. Now we come to the grocery. Now grocery depends on which places you're buying at and how much you're like eating. So for me personally, grocery does not cost more than £200 per month, and that's for two people, my sister and I. The most we've spent on grocery is £200, and that's when we like shop from Sainsbury. Actually, my favorite grocery store, I like to say, because they have the best quality stuff. But if you shop, for example, at Lidl, which is way cheaper than Sainsbury, So I can rank all of the grocery store here for you guys, so you can have a look at which ones do you want to buy. These club cards, which is like loyalty cards, so every time you shop you get loyalty points and then you can redeem them later on. Next thing is eating out. Well, if you know me, you know I'm a foodie. I like eating food. I love eating food. It's like my jam. Food is my thing. I spend approx £100 for 2 people eating out, which is like when I'm going out on weekends. That's like when I spend the eating stuff. So I spend around £50 just for myself and £100 for 2 people, so my sister and I, or like if I'm going with a friend. I do not usually spend more than £100 because I do not go out as much which is like, I don't know, lack of sunshine maybe. So it doesn't cost more than £100 for 2 people for me, but it also depends on your lifestyle and how much you eat out. I personally like to go like twice a month maybe to eat out, not more than that. That's just for the weekends. Then if I am buying lunch, that's a separate £50 for me. So that's like eating during the weekdays when I'm going to university and I'm hungry and I'm buying lunch. That's like a combine of approximately £50. Usually it's way less than that, or sometimes nothing at all if I'm not going. Now the next one is a fixed cost for me. Not everyone has to go through this. It's £20 for 2 months for medicines. Now I have anti-seizure anxiety meds, which cost me £20 for 2 months. So £10 per month for medicines is the cost that I have to spend at. And I also sometimes buy like paracetamols and all of that. I just included that within the grocery bill, not separately. Costs for medicines, which I say is really cheap and fairly priced. And healthcare and mental health services, I spend £0 because I already paid the IHS surcharge, which was, for students it's currently £776 per year. You have to pay a flat fee while you're applying for your student visa, and this includes all of your healthcare charges along with mental health services. So I usually just use my university for mental health services. They have really great services, but if you're going for like a psychologist or like talking therapy, cognitive behavior sort of thing, that's also free. My doctor has recommended it to me. I did not try that one. I tried my university one and it's really good. So yeah, that's free for me. The next one is books. I spend £0 on books because that's already included in my tuition fees, and my university provides all of the books free of charge. You can either get it at the library or you can just request and they'll send it over to you online. So that's free as well. Then if you're buying like laptop stuff, like gadgets maybe, which I, to be honest, did buy some gadgets. I'd say it's not more than £500 per year. I'd say probably less than that. I did buy like a few gadgets. I bought a GoPro, but that was just my kind of lifestyle. You don't have to do that. But if you're buying like miscellaneous gadgets, for example, you bought a set of headphones I got for £22. Then these were like really good quality, by the way. I got student discount on all of them. So this is another great tip. If you're a student, you can get discount on almost everything. You just have to sign up on My Uni Days and Student Beans, and they have discount on so many different items and offers going on as well. So I bought like headphones for £22. Then I got a blood pressure monitor for £14 and got a weighing machine for £11. Till now I've got like these things, and I got a GoPro for £450, but that's separate. That's like, you don't have to get any of this stuff. It's just my kind of lifestyle. I need these things. And this very last cost that I have, again, you don't have to include it within your lifestyle. It's just there in my lifestyle. London is famously known for not having sunlight. Barely any sun in London. So when I came back to India, I got my blood monitored, and vitamin D was really low. What most people who live in Britain do, they don't usually go on holidays in the UK, because A, it's more expensive, and B, you don't get sun. Usually go to Europe just for traveling. Flights to Europe are cheap. It's usually cheaper than the ones if you're going to, say, the UK, like traveling within the UK. It's more cheaper to go to Europe. For now, we only went to 2 countries, Paris and Madrid, like France and Spain. And it usually depends on how much you spend. One trip, because it was my dream destination, Madrid, I spent like £1,000 per person for that trip, but I already saved money from years for that trip. And Paris, I'd say it was £500 per person for the trip. Madrid also included like really expensive VIP Real Madrid tickets. That's why the expense, the tickets alone were like £800 for 2 people. So 900 pounds, sorry, for 2 people. So these are like really expensive tickets, but again, you don't have to do any of the stuff. That's just my lifestyle. I want to travel as much as I can during my 20s. So I'm not saving money in any way. I'm just traveling, spending everything. You can save money, be a little wise. Maybe we'll help you out in the future. And again, no, I do not ask my parents for any money because, well, my sister and I, we split expenses. That's how we roll. See? So I hope that video was helpful and it helped you like slightly. If you have any further questions, then make sure that you drop them in the comment box below and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell to see more such videos. If you have any video requests, also pop them in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram. It's at Samraddhi and my education Instagram is called @SamStudyStation. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video now. Bye bye.